Hey, my name is Skottie Young. You may know me from every cover on planet Earth, and you are watching SplashPages.
Yeah.
Excelsior!
Hey everybody, we're here at Terrificon, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about this next guest. I literally could just draw my expression, but he would do it better. I have one, the only, Mr. Skottie Young. Sir, thank you for joining us. Your line was crazy the entire time, and I was like, this might not happen, but I also need to thank your wonderful manager, Megan, for looking at the side. She's doing a great job. You have some questions, he's crushing. First things first, I got to talk about origin. You started off really early. You did like small manga first, just starting off, and whatnot. But first thing was like, what really started? What was the beginning of like comics? What are your faves? Do you have any moments in storylines that was like, I'm gonna do this?
I really honestly started reading Mad Magazine and read the comic strips. So before I knew superheroes were on, it's just kind of a humor guy. Like I said, Mad Magazine. That's really what got started. Archie and comic comics. And then Image launched when I was younger, and it was all over for me.
Oh, yeah. So, and then one of my earliest memories of your work is stuff on the Image. With Mr. Yost,
Greg File.
Greg Heidel. I mean, just what amazing work. Because again, I'm so used to seeing the cover, and then I see your interiors, and I'm like, this is just so animated, so vibrant. What was that? I mean, that was, I wouldn't say it's kind of early-ish, but kind of like,
It's about midway through my career.
yeah.
And it was a real transition period for me. Even on that 7-issue run, I went from drawing really clean, and the last couple issues I started using brush. So I started to kind of find who I currently am on that run. That was definitely one of my favorite runs. And we got to bring Magic back, and she's still.
Oh yeah. So thank you for helping to bring Magic back. You know, no, absolutely. Limbo is still cool. So and then, I mean, like I said, there's so much, but I think for me, it's just the energy of your bands, like your characters, faces. Like one of my favorites was, I think it was during Secret Wars. I think it was Avengers vs. X-Men, but it was like dueling tree houses.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm just thinking to myself, and then you have like, I was like, why are they so adorable, but so dangerous?
Yeah.
So like, not like when you're pitching something, do you already have storyboards up, or do you have like an idea, or you're like, I'm gonna do Recess meets X-Men meets Calvin and Hobbes in Secret Wars, and just like with dodgeball, and they're like, go.
It just was me trying to figure out how to encapsulate the idea of Avengers versus X-Men, but with kids' eyes.
Mhm.
That's clearly kids always competing.
Right,
So,
right.
I just found ways to have them compete, but I thought, well, I'll have two characters that are new to town, and X-Men want them on the X-Men team, and the Avengers want them on the Avengers team. So that's a good thing. Like it's tug of war there.
Yeah,
It just is just me.
no, absolutely. So, and then another big one is the iPhone character. I mean, which has just exploded because at one point, you know, I just noticed there was just this cute book, and then there's just multiple books. You know, just like how did this come up? Like, are you just randomly doing something? And it's like, you know what? It's a good idea, and then it just kind of builds like.
Yeah, well, I spent 5.5 years illustrating the Oz comics that Marvel Eric Chanel adapted. And while I was doing it, it occurred to me that Dorothy should seem way more annoyed by all the people that she comes in contact with in Oz.
Right.
And so I thought, oh, maybe I'll just make a book where the character who does go off to an Oz type land is annoyed. So it's just little. They start small and then they start snowballing. And we're heading towards issue 50.
Congratulations. Thank you. No, absolutely. And another one of my favorites of yours was Rocket Raccoon. I mean, the Looney Tunes of the Marvel universe. Especially, it was so great because, like you said, you didn't even worry about continuity. Right. This was just Looney Tunes on energy drinks being told, you can't do something, but you can't do something. Like, you know, like, especially you had Rocket, you had Groot, you had Cosmo, you just had all the Guardians. And this is before Guardians really blew up in terms of James Gunn. So, how did that come up? And I gotta ask, was there any story, Guardians-wise, in terms of the Rocket suit, that you were like, you wanted to do, but you just didn't have the time?
No, that came up with when I finished Oz. They had threw the idea out that maybe I go and do a run on the actual proper with at the time Brian Bennett was writing it.
Right.
And McNiven was drawing it, Sarah Kelly was drawing it. I didn't know that I wanted to draw the whole superhero. I just got to do an Oz for 5 years, and it felt like a strange transition for me. But I said, well, what if I knew I wanted to write and draw my next project.
Right.
And I just thought, oh, maybe if I just take Rocket through separate and do it. And they thought that was, and I gave a pitch and they loved it. And yeah, that was just great. You know, I pretty much told most of the stories.
Like I said, I remember reading this and I was like after just seeing so much serious Marvel, I felt like this is a good cover, right? Just silly, fine. And I absolutely love it. And I also just want to say, I love the humor in everything that you do. Like, I own the Ultimate End cover that you did, and it was Bendis dropping the mic.
Oh, yeah.
And I got him to sign it, and he just put Ultimate Bendis and then signed it. And I was like, well, this is never leaving the toy. So when you're doing those kind of things, and first, like, how long does a cover typically take you? And, like, how do I say this? Like, do you think, draw this, here's the choice.
It just varies. I mean, sometimes a couple hours, sometimes a couple days. It's coming up with the idea takes a little while, probably longer than the cover itself, but it varies. But still, I don't have a really rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have an idea, or sometimes I have to think about it.
And I have to ask, is there anybody you haven't drawn? Because I feel like I've seen everyone, and I feel like I always want to pitch like some random obscure character, like me, I'm a big classic Disney fan, like 90s. So I was like, Skottie Young, Skottie Young hit me when I played DC, and I'm like, I'll follow this. He probably will, right? So I also have to say, you know, I love your energy, and I was like, man, I feel like Skottie Young, Alvin Oz, that would just be crazy. I mean, were you a fan of that? Right, absolutely.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah,
look at the arm.
Oh, my God. Because, I'm sorry, your work has that kind of zany, imaginative build. No, absolutely. Because I don't know if it's a box. And it's on a side like this. It's just a transmogrifier. It's a time machine. I don't know if you do that. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
okay, good. I'm just making sure. So, the one thing I really say is that, like, you know these artists as a creator and whatnot, but, like, is there, like, what do you do outside of this? Do you walk? Do you definitely walk? You know?
Listen to music. I'm a dad, so I do a lot of dadding.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. So, one thing is, like me, I'm a super fan. Sitting next to you in such close proximity, I feel like I'm getting some creative engine. Was there anybody that you fanboyed? Anybody that you were like standing in line and then it was like right into the
Oh yeah, I stood in line for Virtual Ramos later, and Joe Mad, and Jessica Gable, and Chris Pacello. So yeah, everybody, all those guys are on.
I can only imagine the numbers in your cell phone. The last thing I want to say is loving the covers for Batman and Deadpool.
Thank you.
But can't wait. Oh, every time a cover comes up, it's great. Like, I can't. So, is there anything that you're currently working on that you want to talk about? Mysterious things like that?
And everything I'm working on at the moment is pretty much out there in the open.
Okay, good. No, see, okay, all right, I tried. So, last question is, what's the next convention that you're going to, if anything, if you are? And what is the best way that anybody can follow you in your work?
I'm not sure about the next convention, but yeah, you can just go to ScottieYoung.com. You can sign up for a newsletter at ScottieYoung.com. It's Skottie Young on all the socials and sort of Skottie Young TV on YouTube channel.
All right, everybody, Skottie Young, buy his work, help with the loans, okay? Please, this man is an absolute delight. Buy more, stand in line, love it, worth it. Check us out. We got more for Terrificon. Stay tuned and have a great day. Thank you.
Excelsior!